India has the huge advantage of size and has areas which remain untapped. Let me give you another one, and maybe you can tell me whether that's a potential area that you would look at applied AI, which is agriculture. This is a country where 50%, more than 50% of the population is dependent on agriculture. It only provides 16% of the national income. And that has been a huge mismatch. How do you increase agriculture productivity and make it income generating? I'm just wondering whether you see applied AI transforming key areas in India, which have for the longest time remained, dare I say, areas of darkness or low income.
I do think it'll transform agriculture. Agriculture is the last manufacturing process we leave to the elements, right? If you think about it, and using AI to optimize yield, optimizing the quality of food, optimizing scalability, because it's a large population, will be possible someday. So I think every industry will get transformed. Some of them will be transformed just because the cognitive part of AI is strong enough, and some of them will need physical capabilities. I think agriculture, especially when you have the right robotic technologies, and you can build the right control systems, you should be able to transform it pretty profoundly.
Okay, there's one question that I'm going to ask all my guests, because it is another concurrent running theme. Hemant, do you think AI will steal jobs? I mean, steal may seem to be a rather unusual word to use on a large scale. Or do you see it somewhere as a capacity multiplier? Is AI actually going to increase capacity? Or somewhere in a country like India, where again we've got a large pool of unskilled labor, will AI become a replacement for unskilled labor on a large scale? And that's the fear being expressed by many.
Look, this is the most complicated issue around AI. The reality is, when you think about the AI technology and adoption, it does impact jobs. There are a lot of jobs that fundamentally have to change. Maybe tasks more than jobs, but they are going to change. But at the same time, if you don't lean into it, the businesses aren't going to be competitive, and that you won't have access to the markets to begin with. So you have to lean into it. You have to be intentional. And we have to try to imagine the world where AI enhances the productivity of the young generation, the demographic that's coming into the workforce, so they can do a lot more and make the nation a lot more productive, as opposed to, should we not let AI be so they can have the jobs that frankly are not going to be around in globally competitive businesses 10 years from now.
And presumably the key to that is skilling.
The key to that is skilling. The key is leaning into it. We have to make sure the entire country, and this is a digital native generation growing up, does lean into AI and uses it to enhance their core capabilities, so the workforce is that much more productive and enhanced.
I have to ask you this. I don't know how long you've been at the moment in India. Have you seen the expo at all so far, the AI expo? Is there a particular product, a particular innovation that you're seeing coming out of India? A lot of them are there at the AI expo, from road safety to healthcare, that has struck you and given you a wow feeling. How important is it to get that wow feeling for a global venture capital firm which has got a basket of opportunities out there to choose from, before you say, okay, this is the area I'm going to choose the company? Does a company need to have that wow factor?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I haven't gone there yet, and I'm looking forward to going there. I heard it's going to be quite a show tomorrow. The thing I am looking for is, where are the Indian entrepreneurs leapfrogging and thinking fundamentally differently about the problems and the industries, as opposed to potentially mimicking a lot of what's going on? Because there's a lot of AI innovation in the zeitgeist, but I think India is going to thrive by coming with ideas that are unique to India. And I think that's what the talent here is capable of, and that's ultimately what's going to be the pervasive idea. So I am very keen to look at those types of ideas over the next couple of days.
Okay, so in conclusion, if there were 3 lessons that you want to offer, you can give me just 1 or 2, but if there were 3 lessons or 3 pieces of advice that you would like to give young Indian entrepreneurs in the AI space looking at applied AI, what would those 3 pieces of advice be, Hemant?
I think I would say lean into AI, learn it, internalize it, and use it. It's available. I think the other thing I would say is use it to solve the problems that make the lives of Indians better. Because I do think if we can solve those problems here, especially in a growth economy like this, it's one of the fastest growing economies, first of all, you'll create interesting businesses, but I also think you'll create global reach with those ideas as they manifest. And so that's probably my biggest area of excitement. We're very keenly following all the innovation here, and I'm very confident these ideas are going to emerge out of India.